You obviously heard about the global IT meltdown last week and the reasons for it. Now, Crowdstrike are a security company and their software is installed on lots of Windows devices. They issued an update to their software, which essentially crashed lots of Windows servers and computers all around the world. As you could see from the news outlets, this caused absolute chaos.
Across the world, computers greeted their users with the blue screen of death. Unable to start systems locked in recovery mode, airport check-ins, railway stations, payment systems, health services and broadcasters were severely disrupted, including Sky News.
A major global IT outage is impacting many of the world's largest companies, including us here at Sky News.
The outage was specific to computers running Microsoft Windows, but only those using a third-party protection software made by leading cybersecurity firm Crowdstrike.
Now, Crowdstrike are a reputable company and they've got a really good product. That's why a lot of the world's top companies choose to use them as their security provider. There's no doubt in my mind that they will go on and recover from this. In the wider IT world, we'll all learn lessons from this too. That's what happens in the IT industry when there's an outage or a cyber attack. We all kind of club together and we all learn lessons. So some good hopefully will come from it. But there's been a couple of things about this incident that have annoyed me. Firstly, the spreading of misinformation. I've seen so many comments on social media sites, including some from IT people, that just don't sit with me well. I've seen lots of people saying that now is a good time to move from Microsoft 365 to Google. Now, that doesn't make sense to me. I know a lot of companies who use Google in their business, but they still use Windows devices. So if one of those companies had also used Crowdstrike, then they could have been affected by this incident too. The problem wasn't Microsoft or Google or anything else. The problem was an update for Crowdstrike customers. The second thing that has annoyed me is that people use incidents like this as a marketing tool for their own businesses. They say things like, if only you'd have used my product or my service, then this wouldn't have happened. Really? Can you guarantee this? I saw someone on a social media site explaining this method of marketing as ambulance chasers, and I couldn't agree more. At best, it's lazy marketing. For me, this is a timely reminder for you as a business to review all the software and service providers that you use. Every bit of software and every service provider that you use in your business is an additional risk, and you need to be aware of all those risks. Now, a great bit of advice from me is this. Get used to asking the question, what happens if? And there's no silly questions. Many years ago, I was talking to an insurance broker about a cloud hosting platform that we had in a local data center. The insurance broker asked, what happens if the data center burns to the ground? And I said, unlikely. Now, his response, I remember to this day. He said, everything is unlikely until it happens. So what happens if your Microsoft 365 system goes down and it doesn't come back up? What happens if you lose access to your important business application due to a cyber attack? What happens if you lose internet connectivity in your office? Now, you might not be able to prevent these things from happening, but if you ask the question, what happens if, you might be more prepared when they do. I hope you've got a little bit of value from this video. I look forward to seeing you again soon.